20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Davis. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On the run, it's Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
The first down carry for Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
180.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Play action. Now Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Seahawks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
58. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Slam. Rush in. Check 3. Alert.
18.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Got it. Truck. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the slant. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Get that quarterback and
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Lucky. Look pass. Kill. Go 14.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
58 to Mike. Let's get the ball. Check 13. Check. Alert.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike 58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Alert. Heavy. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get in home. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Stop your whining. Check 37. Check 37. Still got 4 down. Check 3. Friday. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 25. Check 25.
On first down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. Here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lock in. You think you won't get this? 31's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Where you at? Ran.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Joker. Shoot. Reload. Hey, zero. Alert.
Here's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
14, 14, got it. 58, echo, 58, come on. Here we go. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I'm coming for you, Mom.
Check safety.
Throwing is Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First down, Seattle.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Come on. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Silver. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Watch twitch.
On the carry, it's Davis. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 58, right over there. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 58, right there. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Watch that. Kill. Check. 36.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Fresno.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Short throw to Disley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 58 right there. 12. It's our time. Sponge. No.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Bring it. Good job right there. Kill.
To throw is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 71 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check 49.
Kill. Under 10. 10. You got motion, man. You got motion.
First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tighten up. 18. Check.
On first down, Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton.
We got 6 all day.
Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Bears 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Move the team.
Action! Go 58 to Mike.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Drop deep, drop deep.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And they take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.